be absolutely devastating.
Oh! This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match. All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling Room. Monday, April 13th, 2026. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by OG Tony, Marcus Fine, Warren Misery, and then we have special guests TJ Powers and Damien DeVille. How's it going, guys?
It's going.
I tried selling my seat for this pre-WrestleMania show, but the prices were too high. And I even was going to try to offer 25% off the first hour, but still no one's biting. I don't know why.
I don't know.
No, you do like WWE does. You raise the price 25%, then you lower it 25% and think you're getting a discount.
Now, I need all you guys to go on and cut promos and act like you're mad too. Anyway, yeah. Coming out firing.
There you go.
Okay, guys. Well, let's get right into it. Let's jump into the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report.
All right, hang on. I'm writing down a piece of trivia here.
How's it going, Steve Butler and Hobo Jones?
Yep. What's up, guys? Okay, let's see. We're going to do some prayers first. Actually, we're going to do a congratulations first. Congratulations to Johnny Blaze's son and his new daughter-in-law who got married over the weekend. Johnny had the honor of actually marrying them too, so congratulations to them and good luck in your future. Okay, prayer request. First off, Kelly has a cold allergy thing going on, so please pray for her. NGW's superfan Bev Freeze, she's in the hospital again. I think Kelly said she has pneumonia. Kind of a rough time for the year to be having that. And then we need to pray for T.S. Wiley. Either today or yesterday was the 6 month since he lost his wife, Chris, and he's still having issues. So if we can pray for him.
Definitely.
Okay, birthdays. Former NGW Tag Team Champion Dex Odell's birthday's today. AACW's Chad Cross's birthday's on Tuesday. IPW promoter Greg Carey's birthday is on Wednesday. A former WCW superstar, Deja Wilkerson, she wrestled as a voodoo lady before COVID hit. And I think she went on to do something else. Her birthday's on Wednesday. Kelly's wrestling boyfriend's Nerd's birthday's on Thursday. DCCW's sound guy, Dustin Phillips' birthday is on Thursday. Rachel Armstrong's birthday's on Saturday. Hoodfoot's birthday's on Saturday. Tyler Lydell's birthday's on Sunday. And Austin Casey's birthday's on Sunday. So happy birthday to all them. If you need prayers or if we missed your birthday, happy birthday and prayers to you. So, all right, make me big, I am big. Shirt of the week. Another one I picked up down at the Hogan store. Not only does Hogan have his own shop, but he also has a section of nothing but Andre the Giant stuff. So here's an Andre the Giant shirt.
I like that.
And it actually is like Japanese because down here it says something about 2 meters and 18 centimeters or something somewhere on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can pick this up down at the Hogan store down in Pigeon Forge. One of the things I'm about to tell you guys is there in the Andre section, they had a pair of his trunks next to Hogan's trunks, and there is quite a size difference there. So,
yeah.
All right, we're going to do a trivia. What happened in Indianapolis 26 years ago today? Can anybody tell me?
26 years ago today. I think I seen it, but now I can't remember. I thought I seen it online.
Hell, I don't know. I'm lucky if I remember what happened yesterday.
I was there.
Was it WrestleMania?
No.
No, ECW.
CW.
That's
Taz
when
Command,
Taz.
I calls him. 26 years ago today.
Very cool.
All right. I got all kinds of results.
Well, before we get to that, next time you guys are together, how about we get that with Marcus doing that to Tony? And we get a shirt like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be
Surely
nice.
somebody could Photoshop that.
That'd be a nice GWR shirt, Marcus.
Yeah.
Mention
I
Tony
think that-
like that, like Andre.
Yeah, let's do the photo. I don't want to try the pose. I'm afraid
I
that
don't either.
I think Marcus might drop me and I might be dead.
There ain't no buy it. You're going down. Okay. As I said, Kelly's sick, so we didn't get anywhere this weekend. So it's the weather. We should. Well, that's why we're not. If we didn't have grandkids, we'd be living in Tennessee and we wouldn't have this problem. But we're up here in this old damp Indiana weather, so Kelly got a cold from it. All right. Thanks to Wes Ryan. 80% accuracy. I had to question him 3 or 4 times. Probably as accurate as we're going to get these. Thanks to Wes Ryan, WCW. Yeah, we're on.
I think there's
Just
some
got in here
trouble
when we
on
started.
Facebook.
So
I think there's
All
some-
right.
Lord.
So
anyhow, so
Hoss
thanks.
is talking.
Yeah, we for some reason the stream keeps shutting down on Facebook. I'm trying to fix it. So right now
Chris is working on it.
we're live on YouTube and Twitch. I'm working on the Facebook part.
All right, he's working on it. Thanks to Wes Ryan, WCW Outlaw Arena, Friday the 10th. WCW Gunslinger champion Mark Magnus defeated ZJK in a non-title match. The highlight reel defeated Austin Shawn and David Light. Dex Royal defeated Jay Steele and WCW Outlaw champion War Ready Malenko in a non-title triple threat match. Zach Nova and Juan Sanchez defeated Rampage and Slaughterhouse in a non-title trios match. The Outlaw #1 contender match, Cameron Satter defeated Phoenix, Eric Onyx, Waterboy, and Pogo. And before the match, Malenko came out and antagonized the contenders, said there would not be a bald Outlaw champion while he was there.
Yes, he did.
Andre Stray came out to cash in his cash vault title shot. Brody attacked him and stopped that from taking place. So Mike Noble defeated Zay Gates to retain the WCW territorial title. Okay, then again, thanks to Wes Ryan, WCW in Greenfield, Indiana, Saturday the 11th. ZJK defeated David Light. CJ Cyclone and Waterboy defeated Zach Nova and Eric Onyx. Christian Cash defeated Jordan James. Mark Magnus defeated Brody to retain the WCW Gunslinger title. The WCW Outlaw champion War Ray Malenko defeated Calvin Coco and Cameron Saturn in a triple threat non-title match. Mike Noble defeated Phoenix. He retained the WCW territorial title. And Two Loud Strays defeated Slaughterhouse. All right, now thanks to Steve Butler. He went down to Columbus for Emerge 96 on Saturday the 11th. The Facebook Live pre-show match, Leela Feast pinned Steffi Mack. Braden Lee with Mortimer Blankenship III pinned Pretty Boy Smooth. He retained the Emerge title. The Original Sins defeated the highlight reel. They retained the Emerge tag titles. Jordan Cage with Kenny Cage defeated Chris Owens via countout. Jordan demanded Commissioner Lowe to give him a title shot next month. Lowe booked Cage against women's champion Marty Bell for next month. Then after intermission, the Commissioner Lowe came out to the ring, followed by a distraught Mortimer. They stripped the titles off of the tag team champions because they had an altercation evidently with a fan earlier in the match, earlier in the night, and he declared the belts vacant, and they were on the line for the next match, his match of the night. The Dead Presidents, which is Jeremy Hadley and Chet Ripley, defeated the Cruiser Greats, which is Avery Hurst and Gaston LaRue. They are the new Emerge Tag Champions. Paragon with Hollywood House pinned Matt Diesel. Jackie Thad defeated Nakeem Avent, Anthony Lee, Jeffrey John, Zay Gates, and Dylan Cole in a gauntlet match to face the Outbreak champion Trey Lamar and the returning Cole Radrick in a triple threat for the title. And in the Commissioner Lowe Invitational, Justin Kyle pinned Eric Drabble. Okay, then Steve Butler went over to New Version Wrestling in Danville, Illinois yesterday, Sunday the 12th. The Two Loud T's, which is Tyler Scott and Timmy Jackson, versus the Temple of Basil, which is Nate Pierre and Osiris, was declared a no contest after both teams wouldn't follow instructions. Rico Jones pinned Devin McDonald. Miguel Murphy defeated Oliver Kane and Jimmy Carrot in a triple threat to become the #1 contender for the NBW title. Zay Gates pinned Eric Onyx. That was his match of the night. Chris Halls pinned Stetson Winners. Kid Riot made Limbo submit. He retained the NBW championship only to have Miguel Murphy cash in his #1 contender spot and defeated Kid Riot to become the new NBW champion. So that's what I have, everybody. So it sounds like another busy weekend of wrestling. And we're only just begun.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of good shows. Yeah, I know. I talked to Hollywood yesterday, and he said that Emerge was a real good show. So
TJ's 80th birthday. I don't know who wrote that.
Do what?
Wes
Said the lyrics,
Ryan.
TJ's 80th birthday. So,
you know what?
Yes, it's our good buddy Wes saying it's
From
radio.
commentary here on out at WCWO, it'll be just me because I am getting rid of Wes. I done fired Reggie, so I'm getting rid of everybody. Hell with them.
Yeah,
I'll do it by myself.
Your birthday's July 23rd. Okay, well, when July 23rd rolls around, maybe we'll say happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my birthday, I guess. My birthday was in March.
Caitlin tells Kelly to feel better.
Marcus, you got anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm just reading the
Okay,
comments.
let's jump into some promotions, man. Some shows coming up this weekend, some big shows. Let's start off with Mr. Damien DeVille and talk a little AACW.
Right on. Well, I actually had to get on the AACW Facebook page to get a match card because I only can mentally think of 2 matches that are going on this Saturday. The AACW, we're back in Sharpsville Gym. Like I said, this Saturday, the 18th. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7:05 as always. And we'll go ahead and get into what apparently is the lineup. We got the U.S. title with Cruiser and Juice. Them two been going at it for a while now, beefing over the U.S. title. Hair versus hair didn't come about. Then Cruiser lost but didn't have the title with him, so Juice is the champion but doesn't have the belt. So interesting to see how that's going to work out. Sister versus sister, both of my nieces, Jensen and Lucy B. Sweet. Lucy showed up last month at AACW. Nobody knew she was going to be there. Total shock. She caused problems with Jensen, which, as far as I can remember, them two have never gotten along. Always problems there. So now they're going to settle in the ring. Tag team titles are on the line. Also, Delicious going to defend against Kelly's guy, the nerd, Nelson Edwin Robert Doolittle, or the 5th, or as I like to call him, just nerd. And Pate Manson. They teamed up together last month, put on a hell of a match against So Delicious, enough to where they've got a rematch going. Got their eyes set on those tag team titles, so see what happens there. Speaking of titles, you got the women's title. My other niece, the champion Ajax, she's going to defend against Paris McQueen in a special referee match with Little Missy the Honey Badger as a special ref. So anytime you got a special ref in there, it's always going to get interesting per se. So let's see. The turd, Tanner Kelly, as I like to call him, is going to go at it with Hysterics. Shout out to Hysterics, who came out and kind of gave me a helping hand with in the match with SWS against Tanner and Elliott last month. They thought they was going to pull a quick one and handcuff me to the ropes while they beat up SWS. And out of nowhere, here comes Hysterics, and he had the key. So shout out to Hysterics. Now Tanner wants some revenge. I hope Hysterics has got more tricks up his sleeve for that little kid. So, Brody Botkins is going to have an open challenge for the EEC title. Don't know who's going to answer that challenge, but I do know Congo Kong is in the house. Johnny Blaze is making his return to AACW this month. Hobo Jones will be there. Americane and Bad Country Andrew Williams will also be in the house. So who knows who will answer the challenge for Brody. Big main event is myself, and I'm going to put this title on the line over here against someone I met in a cage 16 years ago, and neither man prevailed that night. Jun Hato. I don't even know. I feel like I've never been this focused, but at the same time, I'm not going to lie and say I'm not nervous. I couldn't finish that guy last time, but he couldn't finish me either. Not a day goes by that Jun Hato doesn't. Every morning I look in the mirror right here, I see this scar from my broken orbital bone. You know, I think about Jun Hato. Every time I get out of the ring after a vicious match, I think about Jun Hato, and I compare that match to Jun Hato's beating he gave me that night. Obviously, he's out for revenge, and I wouldn't mind getting a piece of that either. So, definitely a matchup for all eyes to see. Not gonna lie, it's definitely gonna be a main event match for sure.
Sounds like a really good card. Again, where's that held at, and bell time and all that good information? How much tickets?
Sharpsville Gym, Sharpsville, Indiana, 111 Walnut Street. Doors will open at 6, bell time 7:05. We got front row for 15, floor for 12, bleachers for 10. So if you didn't pay that 30 a month for WrestleMania Saturday night, come on out and we're gonna give you a WrestleMania quality card for a much better budget.
Sounds like it's going to be a good show. Everybody, if you're in that area, anywhere close, check out that show. It's going to be good. Hey, Damien, we appreciate your time.
Appreciate you having me on as always. Of course, it was just a little shorter time this time, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I just finished my last speed and conditioning class for the week. I got a jiu-jitsu class tomorrow. Going to go over some techniques and drills, and I'm going to chill for the rest of the week and prepare for this battle that I got ahead of me. I'll be the first to say this will be the toughest challenge I've had as champ by far, but I'm ready.
I'm sure you are. Good luck this weekend, and hope you guys have a great show and have a big turnout.
Thank you, sir.
We will catch you later.
Be good, y'all.
Yep. And let's go over to Mr. Warren and want Mr. Misery there, and I think he's going to tell us a little bit about AVW, excuse me.
AVN, whoa.
I don't know.
Where the hell did you get that?
I don't know.
AVW.
He's been on Google.
Yeah, we're getting ready on Sunday the 19th. Like I said, packed weekend of shows between all this and WrestleMania. We are going to have No Fool. That card, we are going to start a little earlier than normal. Doors start at, here. Our doors will open at 1 o'clock Central Time, so 2 o'clock Eastern Time. We want to try to get a little earlier start and give everyone a chance to catch night 2 of WrestleMania. Hopefully it's better than night 1, but I guess who knows. But just a few matches to highlight on here that I have. I've been playing nice with Cecil and Kenneth James and working together to put together a card. It hasn't been easy, but they're trying to put these stipulations in of people getting a chance to throw pie in my face. I'm waiting for a call. My attorney's back on that one to see if that can even be possibly done. I don't know. I'm fighting that one. But we have put together a very, very, very great card for anyone that's willing to come out, wanting to come out and check this out. And basically, one of the things we are trying to do is we're trying to get that tag division started back up, get that heated back up. We've scouted a lot of teams in the area. We've brought in some other well-known guys to really just try to bring the tag team wrestling into AVW. We're going to have a triple threat match consisting of the one team that everyone knows, the highlight reel, and then we've got the Mad Bash tag team, which consists of the Mad Bash champion Devontae Knox and the Baja champion Oliver Kane tagging together. Like I said, this is a triple threat. We found a team named Black Excellence. They just recently wrestled in Illinois on a 0-1 show and put on a heck of a show. So we got them to bring over. So we got a triple threat going for all those guys. I'm not going to say it is a number one contenders match because we really haven't set that in stone yet, but whoever's going to come out of this one's going to have a leg up in trying to get there for that. And once again, also, we're going to have Academy of Fire Arts, fan favorites. People love them. Going up against another tag team are bringing a new one called Break and Bury. That one was brought in by Mr. Cerveza and Mr. James. So they're going to come in, but once again, I've been playing nice with them, so I got to take their word on it. They're going to bring in some good guys. We've got Jimmy Carrot is looking for a little bit of revenge from the last show, and we got him set up to go up against Cameron Saturn. Surprised he hasn't been harping on my phone about getting another title shot against IK3. But no, that's not going to happen this time around because I'm giving our guy the night off. So Carrot's you have to settle for this. You have to settle for a little bit of a revenge match against Saturn, who's been messed with his match last time. We have a rematch that's finally been able to be given to TY Ice. I have finally convinced them to give TY Ice his rematch for the Key to the 210 championship against Mark Magnus. And we have agreed to go ahead and include the 3 keys that are already part of that title into this match. So it's going to be a big one. Ice has been chomping the bit to get this rematch. He hasn't gotten it, so we're going to give it to him. There will be a 4-way for the No Limits Championship. We're going to have one of my favorite guys, Zach Nova, Eric Onyx, Mr. Zay Gates, and of course our champ, Ace Stetson, that little weasel that he is. But our main event is a dream match in the making, a first time ever. We are going to have on one side the Cobra taking on Matt Cage. Per Matt Cage's request the last show, he wanted the Cobra so bad. He wants to wrestle him so bad. And who am I to deny someone like Matt Cage the opportunity to beat up the Cobra? So that is going to be our main event. Once again, we're looking to blow the roof off the place. And we're looking to just make everyone walk out happy, upset, whatever, some kind of feeling. Then go watch Night 2 of WrestleMania and feel bummed out when they have to watch Cody Rhodes walk out with the title. But once again, doors open at 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Tickets, $10 across the board. Pre-sale at the door, $10. We sell out fast. We sell out quick. So, we're looking at another at the chance to get another packed house in here. And, once again, you're not going to see a pie get shoved in my face. So I'm good. But, that's what we got coming up on the 19th, Illini Skateland over there in Danville, Illinois. Really easy to get to if you're coming from the Indiana area. Just take 74 to get to that Golden Nugget Casino exit. Bust a right. You're going to come to a little 4-way stop. Take a left under the train bridge. Boom, right there. So come boo me, come cheer me, come say hi to me. Whatever y'all want.
Sounds like it's going to be a great afternoon. So it sounds like a good card. Yeah, most definitely. So hopefully you guys have a big turnout for that and get everybody fired up for maybe what comes later with WrestleMania. Let's talk to Mr. TJ Powers, our special guest, about the show he's going to be at on Saturday, doing commentary in Lebanon, Indiana. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Mr. Powers?
We can't hear you.
I think we.
To be honest with you, our travel shows, we don't really set a card until we get there. Once we get there, the boss figures out, okay, I got all these guys now. What kind of card can I put together? But you know what? It works. It works for us. It might not work for everybody, but it works for us. But we are in Lebanon. Doors open at the Boys and Girls Club there in Lebanon. Doors open at 6, bell time 7. I believe ticket prices are 12, front rows 15. Don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure on that aspect of it. But yeah, I will be there. Me and Wes should be there doing commentary. And if not, I'm gonna get my boots on and get up in there and smack somebody around.
Well, it'll be. I can vouch for those.
Don't forget, we got get your PopCon tickets. We'll be at PopCon in May.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Then we got our Friday night shows too. So best $12 you can spend on a Friday night and great hot dogs. 1151 Kentucky Avenue in Indianapolis.
Yeah, great concessions. Yeah, most.
Yeah, they got good tenderloins too.
I mean, we got a bunch of shows coming up. I mean, we got all kinds of things coming up, and I think our calendar. I think our calendar's been posted. I mean, we are, and what's been posted is not even. There's more added. It just ain't been posted out yet. Thunderstorm tickets are on sale, everybody. Thunderstorm 2 is in the works. We've already got it. The graphics should be out for who they have coming in. I'm not going to say because I wasn't told I could. So I do know one thing. There is one special person that's going to be on that card that I do know of one way or another, and that's me.
Okay. Yep. TJ will be there for sure.
So WCWO's got a lot of stuff. WCWO has got a lot of things. WCWO's got a lot of things in the works, and we were in Greenfield Saturday, and you know what's so bad about that? We have ran out there twice in 2 years, and outdrawn both shows that were there. That run there on a regular, both times. Now, how do you do that?
There, last year, because me and Marcus commentary.
I mean, I just don't make no sense to me. You run there on a regular basis and can't draw.
Hey, real quick before we continue, hey TJ, can
Yep.
I get you to back out and come back in?
I mean, you got now is the one organization.
Yeah,
His video and audio wasn't matching.
Yeah, it was a little off.
yeah, he kept laughing before. It's like, what's he laughing about? It's like,
that's why I took. When I had it by itself, that's why I took it down because I was like, he's a minute. It's like a minute off. I'm hoping. I figure coming back in, maybe it'll reset it because, that was a bad delay.
It sounds like there'll be some good shows.
For some reason, I still can't get us up on Facebook. I'm still trying to keep.
It looks like everyone's logging in from YouTube.
Yeah, everybody's watching. I put a post out that we're having trouble to check us out on YouTube. But for some reason, I can't get it to stay up on Facebook. I'm gonna keep trying.
here it comes.
Oh, now he's muted.
Come on, there we go. All right.
There.
Like I was saying, Thunderstorm tickets are on sale. It's $12 bleachers, $15 floor seats, $20 front row. And believe me, once you see what Kid has done and who he's got coming in on this, people are going to fall all over themselves to get tickets. So get your tickets now before they're gone.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. We was at Thunderstorm 1, and it rocked. It rocked the place. It sold out.
It was damn near a sellout. Like that place was packed.
I think they estimated was 1,100 on ticket sales.
Yeah, it was good. I know that.
So,
My show of the year.
yep.
Well, guys, let's jump into some questions. TJ, you got some questions for us?
Yeah, I've got 3 questions because Marcus asked me if I could come up with 3 questions to ask you guys, and I
Okay.
mean they're kind of general, and but anyway, what do you guys think has hurt independent organizations right now? Why they're not doing as well as they should be? I understand financial. Don't get me wrong. I understand that part all the way around, but there's other things you can do that aren't financially involved. So your ideas.
A lot of them are not putting the effort in this promoting their events. A lot of them are just, well, okay, here at Facebook, we're running a show on this Saturday, and you go to that town, you don't see anything that even tell you there's a show going on in that town.
Marcus, I was thinking about that today, and I agree with you, but also, and I know a lot of wrestlers are going to say it's not my job, but
Ask Don Baxter what was their job.
Every wrestler should. I mean, I know there's a lot of people not on Facebook. I understand that, and I agree with that. You still need to put out the flyers all over the place, paint the town. I agree with that 100%. But if all your wrestlers, with all the followers they got, would promote the show too, and there's a lot of wrestlers that don't promote. I would say, what percentage of wrestlers promote? 10%, 20%?
Probably.
How about less?
Oh yeah, but Facebook should be a big advantage compared to what it was 20, 30 years ago. I mean, it should be a huge advantage, and I'm still agree with you, Marcus, because there's old timers like me who just got on Facebook a couple years ago. That the only thing I looked for was I went to my grocery store and see if there was a poster up or a gas station. So I understand that. So I mean, you still need to do that. A lot of promotions don't, and I think that's a mistake.
But just because you got Facebook doesn't mean you're going to see it. You know, if you're not following that promotion on Facebook, you're not going to see their flyer. So, I mean, I get it, but and what basically he just answered most of the other questions I had, and I'm just going to reiterate. I agree with him. Anybody that works for a promotion that doesn't have anything, put out a video, put out a promotional video. Here you are. Promote yourself.
Share the flyer.
You know, you're promoting where you're going to be at. That's the job. Well, sharing the flyer, I mean, everybody does that. But
yeah,
if I had Facebook back when I started, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you right now, I'd be a multimillionaire. No questions asked, no doubt about it, because Facebook has it's the best platform for promoting yourself. I mean, I know you got TikTok, you got Twitch, and you got all these other ones, but Facebook's the OG. If you would get on here and if you're going to be in Kokomo, promote you're going to be in Kokomo working for John Henry. I mean, it kills me that these guys, and I complain it at the Dub too. Don't get me wrong. This ain't just out here in the open. I complain about this at the Dub. We're in Greenfield and not one guy did a promo for Greenfield. Whether you're on the card, you're not. You're with the promotion. Promote the company, which promotes yourself.
100%.
No,
I hated doing promos back in the day. I really did. I mean, when I worked with Bruiser, every Tuesday of the first of the month, every first Tuesday of the month, we were at the studio doing promos. So guys, people aren't going to know you if you don't promote yourself. You come to a show and you got $500 worth of merchandise and nobody's buying it. Why? Nobody knows who you are.
Warren,
so I mean, that's pretty much. What would you like to see promotions do more of though, for their guys? Because they really don't do much for them either, as far as it goes.
I between the previous question and this, the one thing that still sits in my head is make storylines, make it make sense, give fans reasons to come back to the next show. You hook them with the show they're at, give them a reason then to come back.
Correct.
To the show. Give them some continuity, some continuation, because they watch what they watch on TV. And when they go do that, they want to see that. They want to see that up close and personal.
Correct.
So this all makes sense. I talk to Marcus all the time off camera and on phone. So, we talk about matches. Like, make it make sense. Why is wrestler A getting beat by wrestler B? Why is this person doing this? You've got to make. You can't just say, "Hey, look, we've got a bunch of guys. Come watch them do stuff. Watch them do some flips and stuff." And then they're like, "Well, I'm not involved. I'm not hooked." There's no hook. There's no carny bit to it, for lack of a better term.
Right.
Chris, what do you think?
Well, and then you're absolutely correct. I mean, now as far, go ahead, Chris.
No, on the promotion part, I agree with what everybody was saying, and to go back to TJ's point real quick about doing a quick promo video. I've been putting just short little 30-second clips out from our show, and those clips have been getting anywhere from 300 to 500 views. Like I put out 4 clips on Saturday night. They were none of them were over 45 seconds long, and all of them but one is close to 400 views, and that other one is at 300 views. And it took me literally a minute, or literally 5 minutes, to post all 4 of those. So just to go back to TJ's point, it don't take a lot of effort to put a quick little promo up on any social media either. And then, like, we were at a show last week, and I broke down all the matches. I've done it for the DCCW show as well, and all those matches have over almost all of them have over 500 views. The one match is up to 800 views, and that's just putting out a little clip. Like you said, the wrestlers have to promote themselves. They can't look at it as, oh, the promotion, I'm wrestling for them. It's their job to get the fans there. No, everybody has to work together to get the fans in the building.
Well, see, that's where everybody's wrong. The promotion's job is to secure the building, secure the talent, and secure the show, and get the promote and get advertising out. It's up to the guys to make sure the crowd gets in there, because if the people don't buy what you're selling, they're not buying. And like more Misery said, it's storylines. And if you come to the Dub, you see nothing but our stories. Now we take our stories on the road. We don't get it all out on the road. We do a lot of our stories are in-house, which it just makes it more controllable on what we need to get done. And that way on Friday nights, we can guarantee our story guys are going to be there. We can't guarantee everybody's going to be able to make a travel show, for the simple fact is that, everybody's got 9 to 5. Some people have to work on Saturdays. Some people, got family things going on. They can't make all the shows. So that's why our travel shows are kind of, I won't say by the seat of our pants, but it's kind of, see who shows up and see what happens. And usually it turns out to be, to be a pretty good deal. But if you guys weren't there in Greenfield, you missed my Pat McAfee impression of the Yeet.
Wait a minute.
That's all I got to say about it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, guys.
Yeah. I came rampage, baby.
Can I go off with that?
Yes, go ahead.
Well, Kelly and I went to that show in Tennessee a few weekends ago. I never knew who them people were.
Yeah.
Who that road existed. They give me 2 sentences of what happened at the show before I walked in that building. I knew exactly where they were at. I was following storylines when I walked in the door. That's how good they were passing along their stories. It works. So, for a guy who never knew they walked in and knew what was going on.
I mean,
what was your thoughts on TJ?
You got to. Right.
Like watching an old Japanese movie.
Yeah.
What my second question would have been is, what would you like to see promotions do more of? We've covered my questions. We've covered all my questions. I just like to see the guys put in more effort. Nobody's going to. I mean, you get guys get booked. A lot of times they get booked because so and so was booked. There's a Hamill bring in so and so. But if you're trying to get out there, you got to. I mean, like I said, if I'd had Facebook back when I was starting out, I would have been it'd have been crazy. I mean, because my first 25 some years, I was Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, and that's without Facebook.
If you,
That's word of mouth, and so
in my opinion, and
there's some good talent out there. There really is. We got some shitty talent out there, but hey.
Yeah, I'm not a wrestler, but in my opinion, if you promote and you bring people in, it's going to make you more valuable. I mean, why if Johnny's promoting and Johnny's bringing people in, why not?
Correct.
You're going to continue to bring him in. If Steve's not promoting and he ain't bringing asses into the chairs, why book Steve?
That's what I say about booking names. No offense to the guys that made it to the big show and got back out on the indies and can get guys to pay them $5,000-$10,000. But if I'm gonna pay you $5,000, you better draw me $5,000 through the door.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't want to pay $5,000 for somebody to sit at a table and sign their name all night.
Yep, that's a good point.
That's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't see why they do it.
Yeah, there's some good deals out there that I think you can.
But no offense to the names, if they can get people to pay them, congratulations, good luck.
Okay, guys, I think we have some questions for TJ.
Yeah, there's guys out there still working. You just gotta find them.
Marcus, I'll let you go first with
ahead.
First question. First question for TJ.
I was always supposed to come up with one, right?
Oh, I can't. I'm right. Oh, you all going to catch hell. You come up with the wrong questions now.
It's a three-parter.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Oh, how many you got, Marcus? Give them up. Let's go.
Ready? I want to know what your funniest match was.
Okay.
Was and your wildest match was. Funniest, dumbest, and wildest.
What my funniest?
Well, funniest. I actually funnest. You really enjoyed doing.
Funniest. Oh, the funniest must have been well, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna make that a two-part answer. The fun and the funniest. We did a show for Dice Man out in Iowa for a bike rally, a motorcycle club. So it was adults only. So you can imagine what it was. The crowd was about. It was me, Itchcoma Weeder, and Dice Man Ronnie Vegas against Powers of Pain, Barbarian, and Warlord, and Cousin Cooter. Barbarian or the Warlord picked up Itchcoma Weeder and told him, "Say, brother, it's just gonna be a little bump." And Itch told him, "Bullshit." I had a blast. They threw Itch all over the damn place. The dumbest match I've done was maybe the women's professional football game on the 23rd of December for Bouncer at Arlington High School's football field outside. Me and Austin against Apollo and Drew. We're in the locker room and they were saying, "You guys are getting ready?" "Yeah, we're ready." We say we turned it into a street fight because we weren't getting dressed. And what was the last part?
Wildest.
The scariest?
Well, you can do that if you want.
I don't know. I mean, they all been scary to get in the ring with me, but the wildest, I guess, that for me would have to been the unrated show that I did with WCWO. I've never my career. We didn't. I mean, there was guys out there doing light bulbs and stuff like that, but it wasn't a common place as it is nowadays. Cage matches and tables and chairs and chains and bull ropes. I mean, that was the more norm. But yeah, the unrated show I did with Malenko, that was probably the wildest one and the craziest one I've ever really done. I mean, I'm a cage man. I'm a cage match man. You know, you want a cage match? Yeah, I'll cut my price. Get me in there. I like cage matches. I can't help it.
Okay. Warren, what about your question?
I enjoy this business. I really do, and it's just so. I live and breathe. I mean, I can't help it.
All right. Who would be your most intimidating
Come
individual?
on, give it up.
Try again, Warren.
The intimidating in any locker room or in like WCWO's locker room?
In any locker room you've been in the history in history of your career.
I mean, go ahead. Come on. Intimidate? Who would be the most intimidating that I've been in the locker room with?
Yes.
To be honest with you, and I'm gonna be truly honest with you, as far as in the locker room, even when when I went to WWF, we really weren't in the locker room. We were more, the guys were the jobbers were in the hallway. That's just exactly what it was. So we didn't really sit in the locker room with the guys. But now when I went to WCW, I mean, I'm sitting in there with Booker T and all these guys, you know, I mean, Sting and all them guys, they had their own places. So really, I'm nobody. Nobody. I mean, I worked Vader 4 times and I really wasn't intimidated. I was more worried about being hurt than intimidated. I'm just an oddity with this business. I'm just an oddity when it comes to this. We're all there to do a job. I'm not there trying to be intimidated. I'm not trying to be, because here's the thing. When you go to the bigger shows and if you show that you've got intimidation in you, you can forget it. It's like wolves and a hurt goat. I mean, they'll sniff you out, then they're on you. They'll just ride you till you break. So yeah, I've never really had it where I was intimidated, but I was always a big guy though. I was never really a small guy. I mean, I was 250, I was 250, 275 at times. And you know, so now have I intimidated guys in a locker room? Well, yeah, you can bet. I've had a lot of guys not want to work me. So
yeah,
I've gone to promotions. They've handed me their heavyweight belt. I thought I was supposed to work the guy for the belt. He's scared to work you. Here's the belt. So nowadays I'm easy. If you'd have hit me I was ugly when I was back in the day. I was mean. I try to tell the guys that, and they don't see it, but you know, it wasn't pretty.
Okay, Chris, what about your question?
I mean, hell, right now I'm 245, so you know. Any other questions? Chris, you got one? No? I think he done asked it.
Yeah, I got one.
He's there.
Oh, what was the biggest difference between?
I think Chris is in the bathroom.
What was the biggest difference between when you were?
All right, we're going to move on. All right, go ahead.
All right. What was the biggest difference between when you were wrestling like in WWF and WCW on TV to like doing independent shows? Is there a big difference in maybe the style or is there a difference? It's like a Godzilla.
Really? Really? Now, as far as when I went to WWF, it was like 5 minutes. So basically, you know, Brutus came up and he goes, "Okay, we're going to do this." Well, yeah, but it was. Do you got to figure? I was 28 years old. You know, I was just never been in the ring in my life. And Regal sends us to La Crosse, Wisconsin to work for WWF. Mike Sharp called him. He said he needed guys. So we went. He goes, "If they asked, you've been wrestling a year." I was still in training camp when they sent us. Our training wasn't even done. But now WCW was, to be honest with you, WCW kind of ran like an independent show. WCW kind of ran like an independent show. They had their marquee stuff and everything. But now as far as your name, they called you whatever they wanted to call you. They never use your work, whatever you use on the independents. But when but I never made a big deal out of it either. I didn't, everybody else thinks it was a big deal. And I guess it was, but for me, it was work. It was what it was. Granted, I was the first guy Bader power slammed or power bombed after hurting that kid. But if you watch the video, he really didn't do it. The kid did it to himself. I don't care what they say. He when he went down, he rolled up instead of trying to land flat. And that's where I got my first Samoan was with Bader. And if it hadn't been for Harley Race, he'd have probably broke my arm because I'd never taken one, so I didn't know how to set for one. Kevin Nash, when I worked him, he came back and apologized to me because I slid off his back on his finish, and I'm the only guy that ever got out of it. So I got some good ones, but it wasn't a big deal to me. It really wasn't. It was just part of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
my big deal was I got to work for Bruiser. That was my highlight.
you said that they gave you a name.
Yeah, I know. I'm old, guys. I get it. But go ahead, Chris. What?
You said they gave you a name. Would you care to tell us what name they gave you, or did you get to?
Oh, they called me. They called me Jim Powers. They called me. They called me one. It was really an odd name. No. One show. No, I didn't get to use TJ Powers. And one show they called me. They called me. Jim Powers or Stephen Powers or something to be related to the one wrestler that was a Powers type deal. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't most of the guys outside of like the Italian Stallion and guys like that were regular, what I call named job guys. Everybody else that came in, they just, whatever they felt like calling you, that's what they called you and sent you out. But I mean, I worked a lot of great guys. I worked with Tugboat. I did the arm wrestling thing with Diamond Dallas Page. I worked Hacksaw Duggan, Vader 4 freaking times because I was the biggest guy in the locker room. Bullshit. Met Flair. We got to meet Flair when I was there. Met Sting. But like I said, when I came back from them things, I didn't make a big deal out of them. And it's the same. It really is. I mean, outside of money, it's the same type. It's the same show. It's a money thing. If everybody had multi-million dollars for their promotion, they could all be doing the same thing WWE and WCW and AEW doing. You just got to have money. It's just a money thing. And there ain't never been no money in this business, but hey, we try our best and we keep rocking it. So.
Yep.
And I'm talking about from my perspective as a worker, I could have never stopped my full-time job and lived off being a professional wrestler. It just wasn't happening. I mean, I was making good money on shows, but you're only working 3 days a week, maybe 4 if you're lucky. So go ahead.
Did they call you Tim Dixon? I know they did because I have the video right here.
Somebody said something. What'd you say, Marcus?
You wrestled Bader as Tim Dixon, right? Yeah, they say yes because I have the video.
Nobody?
Right here.
Anybody else got a question? Come on, give me something. Did they call? They gave me the name. They gave me the name. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know where they got it from, but they gave me a name.
Hey, Chris, won't you see if we can back him out one more time?
It's the name they gave me. That's all I can tell you. Back who out? Me?
Yes, because your audio's off, so I was gonna have you go out and come back in.
It was getting bad. It was getting. That's
Yeah,
an
it's getting rough.
Oh man,
It sucks because he's got some good stories.
Yeah, there's some great funny stories. This is great. Tim Dixon.
Tim Dixon.
Tim Dixon versus a Raider. I got it because Vinny sent the video to me like 3 years ago. So I had to go in the Vinny's thing to look it up.
All right. Is that better?
I think so. Yes.
All right. Well, I fixed it. I figured.
Okay.
But like I said, whatever name they gave me, I never argued it. I never said, no, I don't want to do it or anything. To me, it was just a job, so. But what was so funny is when I did it, when I came back, nobody ever used it for their promotional. So.
Crazy. My question is, who was your favorite person you got to work with, of anybody?
Rikishi.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rikishi was I guess the more fun. I mean, I worked. Barbarian was great to work with. He was fantastic to work with down at WCW when he was with Cactus Jack. It was it was fun. Like I said, I had a blast. I wouldn't change anything. Be honest with you. I mean, with all the dumb shit that I did in the business, and I'm glad there wasn't Facebook back in the day because, man, we had all been in trouble. Jesus Christ. I'm just telling you, but I wouldn't change anything. I mean, it cost me a couple marriages and things like that, but I still wouldn't change nothing. I enjoyed it. I wanted to do this since I can remember seeing it on Sunday afternoons with my dad. I wanted to do this business. I tried at 15 to get into it and got a hold of Vern Gagne, and he was wanting to charge me $15,000. And that was in 75. He goes, and no guarantee you'll ever work. I mean, well, that ain't it. Well, I didn't have the money anyway, so it really wasn't working out too forward. So, but
Marcus, what year was it Flair when he was with Vern Gagne? It was in the 70s.
77, maybe.
I was thinking.
happened in 72. So it's probably prior to that.
Yeah, but if you look at him, he doesn't look like the Ric Flair
No, not now.
Yeah, because I think the plane crash was in 72, so it had to be prior to that.
Probably 70, 69, 70.
He wasn't with Vern very long before he went down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Flair was a good guy. Yeah, I talked to him for a while when I was WCW. He's really good. He was up front anyway. And I guess one of the funniest locker room things I can tell you about was Harley Race chasing Barry Windham around out of the shower with a stun gun. That was hilarious. Well, Harley had taken it apart and he'd figured out how to turn the voltage down on it. So really all it did is really made noise. If it shocked you, it'd be like a 9-volt battery hitting you. Barry didn't know that. Barry's coming out of the shower, got him a towel on, and here comes Harley.
And he's wet on top of that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to die.
But, yeah, I mean, I met the Steiner brothers. I met a lot of I met Mark. I met the Undertaker before he was even at WCW. He came into Southern Illinois and did a show and took Bruiser Brody's places right after Brody got killed and worked Abdul the Butcher as Mean Mark. He was just coming out of he'd been in South Africa working.
Did you ever work?
So,
did you ever work Abdullah?
Did I ever work Abdullah? No, I just worked with him. I worked with him. I actually did a few shows with Brody. So I got to see him in action before he passed. I didn't want to get in the ring with him. I guess intimidation factors, there might be one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
that might be one. But yeah, I don't know. I wish the big shows hadn't really. They basically screwed up the independents in a way. I mean, I know it's a big money deal and everything, but it looks like a lot of them ain't making the money they say they are. So, but to be honest, I think independents give a better show than the big ones do because, for one, when you go to a WWE show, you don't interact with the guys. You don't interact with the talent. you know, when they're in the ring, they're not concerned about you sitting there in that front row spending, you know, $1,500, whatever in the hell you spent for a front row seat, and playing to you. All they're worried about is what they got to do in that ring and get to the back and get on their bus and go wherever. Where at an independent show, if the guys are smart, they draw the crowd into the match with them. You know, pick that one person out in the crowd and just either pull at their heartstrings, or in my case, I just make them as mad as I can make them. You know, the madder they get, the funnier I think it is. So I mean, not knocking any independent shows. I haven't been to a lot of them. I mean, all I see is what's on Facebook, so I can't say, you know, good, bad, or indiffer. I know there's some promotions out there that, how can they keep going the way they're going? I don't know, but they seem to be doing it. I wish them the best of luck, because it's rough. And
Well, I think the part of the problem with the business, and I'm not trying to put anybody down, but you work for a promoter who's seriously in the business. You guys are serious about the business. I mean, you guys are putting on a bunch of shows. You're trying to put out the best product you can. You're also trying to make some money too, if you can. Where a lot of them are just doing 7-8 shows a year. They know they're not going to make any money. They just want to say they're in the business. And I'm not trying to put anybody down, but I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I mean, and I go to some of them shows, and some of them put on a good product, but there's a difference between a product that's putting on 100 shows and a product putting on 8 shows.
right.
And I'm not trying to put anybody down. I hope they don't take it that way, because that's not the way I'm trying to put it. But I'm just being honest. I mean, guys, would you guys agree? Marcus, Warren, Chris, do you guys agree with what I'm saying?
Well, what I see in WCW, and once again, yeah, so we're not apples and oranges. What I see in WCW is all of you guys invest in your talent. You guys invest your time into all those wrestlers that are coming in. You're giving them all the knowledge. You're investing in those guys, and it shows in your shows. It shows that all those people that come in for their trainings, all the people that put in their blood, sweat, and their tears, that you guys recognize, you cultivate them, and it shows. And there's other promotions that mean they really don't have the talent. Like some don't run training like WCW does, but they don't seem to really want to invest in some of those guys that are there, that I believe this promotion, but they just don't want to help cultivate them and improve them. They just, hey, go out and just do something.
Well, the problem is with a lot of promotions, and I'm like Tony, I'm not trying to dog anybody or anything, but you got guys that wanted to be professional wrestlers and really couldn't make it as a professional wrestler. Then they want to be a promoter, but the problem is they didn't learn the business. And then you got guys that aren't worth a plug nickel trying to train guys. You know, with WCWO, I'm there on Sundays and Tuesdays. And for my ability of being there, I try to be there every Sunday and Tuesday. I might not be in the ring working out with the guys, but I sit and I watch and I try to direct them. So why'd you do this? Why don't you do that? Because we all know the business is what it is. And another good thing with WCWO, it's not one person putting the show together. It's a collaboration. We actually have a creative team that puts our shows together for us. They might not put out the road shows for us, but as far as our base Friday show, we have a creative team that puts that together. You know, and it does. And thank you, Marcus or Warren. It does. I appreciate that, because it does show it. I mean, our guys are out there on the circuit killing it.
Yes.
I mean, they are.
And I
WCW. Oh, go ahead, Warren. My bad.
I work with a lot of them in AVW, and those guys, not only do they kill it in the ring, but they kill it behind the scenes too. So their professionalism and the way that they are. You know,
Thank you.
And you know, they do it, and it goes a long way. And you know, it is that what comes out of there, you are getting high quality guys. And I mean, I would really literally say that to any other promotion out there. If you've got a chance the opportunity to have someone from WCWO, they give you that opportunity to have one of their guys on your show. Take it, because these guys, you know, the product that comes out of there, it's really good stuff. And I said that it is, you know, back and behind and from the curtain, And that's some of the best friends I've made in this last 2 years in this business. Has been a lot of those guys.
Well, you have one of them over there in Illinois with IK3, and then with him and me and Joey, we really push and stick on that behind the scenes being professional. If we get, believe me, we get word that our guys are screwing up at a show, not during the show, or just screwing up, period. Believe me, they catch 7 times of hell when they show up at the building. They really do. Joey doesn't.
Yeah, because
Joey is. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, one of the WCWO guys acts like an idiot somewhere else. That looks better on you guys.
It comes back to us, and Joey has killed himself to put WCWO where it's at. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, his dad did great. He started it. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be here. I get it, and his dad did wonders, but Joey has taken it to a whole new level. And believe me, when everything comes out, when all the rest of the dates come out, you guys are just going to be going like, why is anybody even running, trying to, beat up against these guys? So, but yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. When it comes out, it's going to, everybody better be ready. I'm just saying, we better be ready. We're coming.
Yeah, real quick. I hope nobody takes offense. Again, I wasn't trying to put anybody down.
No, I'm not dogging anybody.
But there's a difference. I mean, if you're a company and you're running 100 shows a year, and you've got a training school and you're doing all this stuff, that's just like let's look at GWR. I think we're putting out a better product than we used to 2 years ago when it was just me and Chris doing 1 show a week. Now we're doing 7 shows a week. We got more talent. We got more people putting in time and trying to get better. Again, I'm not saying we're nowhere where we, first of all, we're not trying to make money. We're trying to have a good time, and we're trying to help independent wrestling. We're trying anything that we're trying to help independent wrestling, help WCW, help DCCW, or any promotion that we go to. And as a whole, we want to help independent wrestling. So if Joe Blow's running 12 shows a year and he's spending money, he's putting in what time he could put in, and he's bringing in wrestlers, some of them from WCWO, put out the best product you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want nobody to understand that I'm putting anybody down, because I'm not. But there's levels to this, guys. There
is. I mean, there's.
Well, just
go
like
ahead.
There's levels to it, just like with anything. Like,
yes,
take it outside take it to life. Like to anything, there's levels to it, and you're gonna get out of what you put in it.
Exactly. The more you put in, the more you're gonna hopefully the more you're gonna get out of it.
Here's the funniest part is WCWO is really not a wrestling promotion. WCWO is a training school that runs shows on a periodic basis. So you figure that out, where you got guys saying they've been trained 4 or 5 years, and we got guys being trained for 2 or 3 years and just blowing you out of the water. Makes no sense.
Once again, like I said, we're not trying to peg anyone to the wall. We're not trying to do it.
No.
If you're a promoter that's getting upset at what we're saying, maybe that's because there is a little bit of truth that's hitting you. Maybe you need to take that chance just to take our advice of what we're seeing, because we're relaying what we see, and take some of that and take stock in what we're saying and look at what you've got. If you're getting mad at what we say, maybe there's a little bit of truth to what's your promotion. You're feeling that, like, oh God, are they talking about me? Well, then look at it and look at what we're saying. Take advice. Be open, and with everything that you said, from listening to Mr. Powers. If you're a young wrestler and you're behind the curtain, he's giving advice. Listen, just zip and listen. And with promoters too, we're trying to make everyone better. We want to have every damn promotion in Indiana and Illinois be successful.
Correct. Yes, I'm not trying to shut anybody off or shut them down. I mean, everybody's got. Yeah, I mean, believe me, WCWO's got enough going on. We're not worried about everybody else. I mean, we're just busier, and oh Lord have mercy. Yeah. So,
and there's 4 of us from GWR here. And Kelly does it too. So there's usually 5 of us that put out our top 5 of the month, and then we do our awards at the end of the year. If you go back and look at our list, everybody's list, 85% of those wrestlers that we voted on are WCWO guys.
Well, for one, because the other guys, like we said earlier, they don't promote themselves and get themselves out there so people know who they are.
I mean, if you go back and look at our list over how we've done the awards show, what, 4 years now, 3 years,
3 or 4.
Yeah.
I would say at least 85% of the wrestlers that we've gave the awards out to have been trained by WCWO.
Well, you know, and here's another thing a lot of people don't realize. A lot of
what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right? I mean, I would say at least 85%.
Pretty close.
Well, here I'm gonna leave you all with this. One thing people don't know, another thing they don't realize too. A lot of these guys you see on TV, like at WWE and AEW, a lot of them came through WCWO at one time or another.
Some of them did, yeah, I know for a fact.
I know he's compiling a list right now of trying to figure, you know, trying to get a list together of all of them that's came through there, and you would be really amazed at the guys that stepped into the WCW arena and actually worked. So, you know,
I think there's guys there that you're going to see in the future on some of these.
Yes, very, very. When the roster thing comes out for Thunderstorm, you'll get what I'm talking about. I don't want to say nothing else, but it'll probably be proof in the pudding there. So,
well, TJ, we thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Anytime you want me on, just let me know. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm retired. I sit at home, so I'm here. Thank you, and everybody have a good.
I can sit and listen to tell wrestling stories all night.
Stories, yes.
I got a lot of them. But here, I want one more thing. Thunderstorm 2 tickets are on sale, everybody. Get a hold of WCWO or DM me, and we'll figure out how to get you tickets. $12 bleachers, $15 row floor, $20 front row seats. So, but thank you guys. I hope you have a good evening, guys. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, that was great. I just we had all that delay, but we finally got it fixed. But yeah, he's awesome, especially when he can hear us and we're not 2 minutes off. But sorry about that. But that happens sometimes with technology. We have not been on Facebook today because of technology. I don't know. Well, Chris will get that figured out at some point. So that happens occasionally. That's part of it. But yeah, great talking to TJ. You can tell TJ's very passionate about his wrestling, about his WCWO, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's other places, promoters, stuff, passionate about what they do. There's nothing wrong with that either. You know, I think there's room for everybody.
Bring that to the table. These promoters, bring that passion out there. Promoters got into this for a love and for a reason, and maybe some just feel burnt out. They just got to dig in and find that. You know, and I think that's sort of one of the things we try to do is by saying what we say is we want to dig a fire up and get a burning in these guys again to put out shows that we know every promoter is capable of putting out.
That's exactly right. And you're right about that, Warren, because I've went to some shows and where the promoter's just trying to put out a show and get it done with. Okay. We went to Marion, and I'm not saying that about Marion, but we went to their first show back, and it was a good show. It was a solid show. Their second show blew their first show away. And that's not, you know, I'm not putting down the first show. That was their first show back. But their second show was really, really good. Now they're coming on their third show back. And I would assume that they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal and put out the best product that you can. You got to start somewhere and you got to keep going. But you want to build. You don't want to go backwards. You don't want to stay the same. You want to keep trying to build.
You make tweaks, find out what's working for you, what's not working for you. And I mean, and go from there. It's like any business. You got to get rid of the things that are not working for you or costing you money, but the things that are working for you, you want to find ways to even make them work for you more.
Yeah, you just try to get better. Before we get out of here, we got a new show that's going to premiere Wednesday night, this Wednesday. Chris, do you remember the name of that show? Because
GWR's Pro Wrestler Spotlight.
Yes. And that'll premiere at 8:00. I believe our special guest is going to be Brody Botkins. I think this is going to be a new concept. It's going to be maybe a work in progress. It's going to be the first time we done it. And we're going to have the wrestler on. We're going to show some matches. We're going to discuss the matches with the wrestler. We're going to maybe tell us some inside stuff. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be new. At least new to our channel. I haven't seen a lot of people do it, but I'm not everywhere. So try that out. That'll be this Wednesday night, and it will be the second Wednesday of every month. Is that correct, Marcus? I believe
After this month, it will be the second Wednesday of every month.
Yes. So I'll be checking that out, and I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And guys, that's all I got. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
I got a little bit. I
Okay, go ahead.
prepped for this one. You got to give me
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Just because I run my mouth about the WWE and the lead up to WrestleMania. I watched the Punk pipe bomb, and because I wanted to make sure I watched it before I put it together, and I'm so glad I did because he hit on what I was wanting him to do. I wanted to see him hit on his scraping and clawing his way through the indies, through Ring of Honor, TNA, to get where he was, while Roman came from a family, a bloodline, was given it, was leaky in OVW. You didn't have to do much. You get put with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in the Shield. You got given all of, and that's what I wanted to hear him do, and he hit on that in a little different way.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I was thankful for it. I mean, there was a little cheesiness to it to begin with because he kept trying to Houston. He said Houston like 6 times the first two sentences.
Yeah.
But no, it was finally a promo that I wanted to get to feel something for this match because I didn't feel anything for it. And you do a little history with the way he ended and how he walked through the crowd. I got a feeling they're gonna try to do a third round of Summer of Punk. They did it in Ring of Honor in an odd way. They failed a little bit in his first run in WWE. I think they're gonna try to run something now to him to get that Summer of Punk thing. The one thing that did bother me about it though is how he said that, he's not a loser. He doesn't, do all these things and all this money and stuff. But yet you go back in his actual life, the Saudi blood dick money.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at your history a little bit here before you go. And you were really critical of WWE taking that blood money from Saudi Arabia. But when it came time, I mean, you were
There's time.
But I'm finally there with that. I'm still not on board with a lot of the other stuff though. It is what it is. Like I said, I think the non-title matches are going to be the ones. I'm still convinced that Brock and Oba is going to be the talk of both nights.
I hope.
So
I hope they don't screw it up.
Yeah, it'll be some fun here and there. So hopefully it will build it up a little bit better and have some stuff into it. But I mean, I'm not chomping at the meat. I'll watch it Saturday. I'll watch it Sunday after our show. But I'm not, there's not a lot I'm chomping at the bit for. But I'm glad that finally something like that came out. That's what I was
good
for.
Yeah, it was a good promo. It was good.
And then,
I watched.
I'm sure Tony, we'll talk later in the month.
Yes.
Well, in our soon to premiere show, we had Dynasty. Yes. We had Dynasty and some fun stuff went down there. But
Dynasty was a solid show.
It was solid. Yeah, it was solid.
Now it left me wanting more on some of the stories, but it was a very good wrestle show. It was good. It was good. I liked it.
Was that a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yes, it was on last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many matches did it have?
8?
15.
I went out way late. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
When you had the pre-show, it ended at 12:15, I think, 12:20.
15?
That's my. If he would take
how many
two
on
matches off the show?
How many on the main card?
9.
9?
I think it was 14 or 15.
Like 3 or 4 pre-show. Yeah, he had
4. Yeah, 4. Yeah,
well,
in the pre-show and
Camille coming back. So, but
see what?
Why not cut that down to like 7 or 8 on the main show, like 7 on the main show, and maybe if you want to do a couple of show matches, there ain't no reason you could have had 10 total matches and been good.
Yeah, there's a couple matches shouldn't have been on the show.
Dynamite. The trios match probably could have been.
Yeah, definitely the trios.
Like.
And see, my thing is, instead of the pre-show, I would have put the gauntlet match on the pre-show. That because that was 25 minutes. You put that on the pre-show. There you took 25 minutes, and then you took that one match 40 minutes. Now you're going to have the show over and another thing. Why start at 8 on a Sunday? Start at 7. Give people on the East Coast a chance.
You put 2 ladies matches on the pre-show, 1 tag, and then with Camille coming back. But that would have been. I would have seen Camille return on actual regular TV, not a pre-show. But hey, it's 8:01, guys. It's the last Raw before Mania.
Yes. Yep. Go check it out.
So everyone get excited. Thank you everyone for watching us. I know these guys say it too, but like I said, I'm tired, so I'm getting hyper. Marcus is in the dark, barely awake.
So figure out this light.
Hey, real quick, Warren. Do you watch UFC?
Yeah. Did you not? Was that main event not awesome?
That's what I'm asking about.
I wanted to ask Damien about that, but like I know we were like with time. I'm like, I want to get his take on that. Blow your knee out like 2 minutes into the match, and then still knock dude out in the first round. Oh,
well,
I mean,
really,
he put him out. It wasn't just one of those.
Well, like the guy said, the guy said I messed up. He wants a rematch. He said I messed up. There's no way I should have ever lost that match. I shouldn't have got knocked out. I did. So,
yeah, well, because he knew he was hurt. All you had to do is stay away from him.
Rushing him, just
yeah.
Could have just
What about? Did you see the whole card or just that?
No, I just watched that one.
I was on. Oh man, the heavyweight fight, Blades and Hobbit was freaking awesome. That was.
I got Paramount Plus, so I can go back and pull the match.
Best heavyweight, one of the best heavyweight fights ever. They both were. They both landed like 200 strikes apiece. Like it looked like little guys out there fighting, and it was heavyweights. It was awesome. Blades was all busted up. The last 3 fights of that card were all real good.
So now we need to get everyone need to get poll up and get people to vote for the Marcus holding Tony up t-shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. This weekend, wrestling everywhere. And I'm even gonna back up on Mr. Powers, dude. Those Thunderstorm tickets.
Yep. And you got it's going to be a good show once they announce all the names. They're going to be excited.
Yep.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great night.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on.